Recorded Books and R.B. Digital present The Vine That Ate the South by J.D. Wilkes, narrated by T. Ryder Smith. Book 1. The Deadening. A quote from Flannery O'Connor. To the hard of hearing you shout, and for the almost blind you draw large and startling figures. Chapter 1. The Deadening. Victims of the southern kudzu epidemic, my friend Carver, a bike ride to adventure. Every morning they'd sit beneath the drugstore awning, dealing cards and trading fibs, their eyes fixed on the woods across the way. Sometimes their voices would trail off mid-story, as if in a trance, but they'd always snap to with a few good country one-liners. Best way to plant kudzu? Hold it out, drop it, and run. Yep, and yes, sir, they'd answer, staring back into those trees, their voices lowering into a southern mumble of superstition and slang. In their flannel shirts and World War II veteran caps, they'd talk for hours, conjuring up an air of mystery. I just hung back and breathed it all in like dark-fired tobacco smoke. It's a place I've always loved, where old warriors told ghost stories, and old ghosts told war stories. Bless their hearts, said one. It all just happened so fast. Yes, sir, they'd answer back again. Bit by bit, so would assemble my favorite local legend, one I've heard told by both old and young fogies alike. A story that goes like this. A reclusive, elderly couple died within days of one another inside their woodland home. Perhaps they were so in love, or so codependent, they just couldn't live apart. In the resulting abandon, a little kudzu weed sprouted up through the floorboards. It was nothing more than a sapling, a sprig, popping up beneath their bed. But it soon flourished into a monster that filled all four corners of the house. It gobbled up every stick of furniture, every appliance, even the kitchen sink. It got into the chimney. It got into the vents. It even ran down into the plumbing. But that wasn't enough. The vine soon commenced to crave the taste of flesh, so it turned its head toward the deceased. First, it sent but a single strand to weave up their ankles, just for a quick nibble, a toenail here, an earlobe there, just a taste. Then it gathered itself up, burgeoning under the bed where the two lay spooning. It spread out wide, climbed the ceiling, and curled its tendrils in like the clefts of a lyre. Then, with lush abandon, the thing descended to devour them both, stem to stern. It constricted about their torsos, squeezed around their skulls, and sent feelers weaving in and out of every pocket, socket, and hole. Days passed into weeks, then months. Soon it began resembling the digesting rat lumps of a boa constrictor. It gloated and bloated with rich human nutrients and could not be contained. The rate of its growth doubled, then tripled. It pulled itself evermore through the floorboards, like a giant thread unraveling from the very fabric of nature. At last, it burst through the walls and overtook the entire Kentucky clifftop, plus anything else in sight. Since the shut-ins had no family to remove what was left of their bodies, the plant reserved the honors for itself. And in the same way an acorn can fall to the earth and spring to a mighty life of its own, in the same way roots exhume the coffins they so rudely invade, this humble weed defied expectation. It gathered the lovers up, pulled them through the window, and crocheted them into the wilderness. To this day, so it is said, it's all there for anyone to see. A horrible hillbilly filigree of dangling belongings and shocking remains.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?